Hello there. My name is Realtor, your property consultant. Okay, the land question. Could land inombo copy? So land has to come from somewhere. Zimbabwe is not infinite. There is somewhere where the extents of the country, where it starts and where it ends. So whose land is it? Where is the land? So Zimbabwe has different tenure systems. What are tenure systems? These are the rules of how land is held, how it is controlled, and how it is parceled out. These are what we call the tenure systems. So the biggest one is what we all know, freehold tenure. Ndo ika yemetitle deeds. Yokuti ndepangu hapana nopasvika. You are free to sell, you are free to lease out, you can do whatever you want, and even people can inherit. You can take loans or on that property. That is freehold tenure. It is the ultimate ownership of a property in Zimbabwe. It is supported by cadastral records, survey diagrams. All those documents are lodged at the deed registry office. Another tenure system, the leasehold tenure. This one can be given by municipalities, the government, rural district councils, organizations like Zimpax, Zimbabwe National Water Authority, for people to be able to use that land for a limited period of time. The limited period of time can be 25 years up to 99 years. The government has the famous 99-year lease they gave to the farmers. Recreational facilities usually use leases for a specific period of time. They can build, they can operate, but they cannot transfer. Those leases are not transferable unless otherwise stated in the conditions of the lease. So these leases come with conditions that have to be met, otherwise they will be breached. So this is leasehold tenure. These rights in land should be understood so that you do not buy land from any other person without understanding the basis of those rights that the person has on the land. If we look, for instance, another tenure system, communal tenure. Do yedikai yemasabuku deals. Communal land for use and not for ownership, because it cannot be transferred. It is given to people freely through headsmen and chiefs, for people to find places where they can live and for pasture and for agricultural purposes. So that land cannot be sold to people. So if you bought land from the chiefs, from the headsmen, it is not your land. It is just maybe a token of appreciation that you have given to your chief or your headman. But when it comes to ownership, that land is not yours. You can be moved by any declaration of the government, any change of use. If the government decides that it needs to use this portion, people can be displaced, and you could be displaced. So it is up to the chiefs again to find another land for them to give people. So when you look at these sabuku deals, they are a bit dangerous because you do not know when and how you are going to be displaced. But as we all know it, kumamisha tagara tinayo nzvimbo yatinonzi yedu tichiriko nanhasi. Pamwe 2030 tinenge tichiriko futi. Another tenure system, state land. State land can be held through offer letters, leases, and permits. This is basically land that has been reserved for future public uses, for infrastructure development, for rural to urban expansion, for any other uses that the government might see it fit. So the tricky thing about state land is this. You can actually find state land in the municipal boundaries. Within Harare, people might think that because it's within Harare, it's municipal land. And lastly, resettlement land. This is tenure that has been a result of land policies, especially the resettlement land. We find A1 and A2 farms being created from policy. So those leases, those permits, those offer letters, they are not transferable. They are not secure, as the government seeks to only give to people, to the very person that has applied for the lease. But I'd like to thank the government for the title deeds program. So we look forward to having a meeting with the government to see where we are going, and with the deeds registry office to understand how these can go about and how people without a 99-year lease can also acquire these title deeds. And until next time, bye-bye.